2022 somehow just got more insane. Part 1. Firstly, make sure to look up at the sky tonight on Monday, September 26th, because Jupiter will be the closest it's ever been to Earth in 59 years, and it won't ever be this close again for over 100 years. It will be so close that all you need is a pair of binoculars to see the planet's stripes and 3 of its moons. It will also be perfectly aligned with the Earth and Sun, so if you don't know where to look, don't worry, because this will make Jupiter the brightest object in the sky. Next, NASA just successfully crashed a spacecraft into an asteroid to change its course for the first planetary defense test ever. They also live streamed the crash. Here's the video.
Yeah. What? Oh, wow.
Finally, scientists have calculated how many ants there are on Earth. There are about 20 quadrillion ants, or in other words, for every person, there are 2.5 million ants. So if an asteroid doesn't wipe us all out, it'll probably be ants.
2023 just got even crazier. Part 1. Firstly, the chief of NASA has came out and stated that China could claim the moon as its own territory in the next few years if they win the new space race that is currently happening. However, many people believe that the moon shouldn't belong to anyone. Next, an airport worker in Alabama was out working by a parked plane when he got too close and the plane's engine literally ingested him, resulting in his death. Now, an AI-generated video was just made showing the evolution of art throughout history from the first human paintings to our far future. I feel like every frame is so memorable and intriguing to see how art has changed. It's quite crazy what technology can show and do in our time. And finally, for the first time in 10,000 years, the bright green comet CE3 will become visible to the human eye in the northern hemisphere on January 12th and in the southern hemisphere in early February. So it's definitely something you should be looking out for.
Here are some of the most significant events happening in 2023. First of all, in May, it will be the King's coronation. At some point later in the year, it is expected that Japan are going to launch their first wooden satellite. They said there is so much junk in the atmosphere, it doesn't need to be clogged up with any more metal, so they've built a wooden one. Interested to see how that works. It's Disney's 100th anniversary, so a big one. They've got a lot planned for films, events, things in the Disney park, giveaways, it's crazy. Not to mention all the films coming out next year. That's just a couple of them. And probably the craziest and scariest one, in July 2023, Elon Musk's Neuralink is starting human trials. Oh god. Hit that follow button, I'll keep you updated.
2022 somehow just got more insane. Part 2. So Dream has finally done a face reveal after FaceTiming multiple creators, and here's what he looks like.
Hi, my name is Clay, otherwise known as Dream.
Next, Elon Musk has just revealed his new human-like robot named Optimus. He says millions of these robots will be available in 3 to 5 years for $20,000 each. They'll be put in houses all over the world to do simple tasks like cooking, mowing the lawn, or as Elon says, for sex. And he added a kill switch that can't be blocked in case they turn evil. Yeah, I think I've seen enough movies to know this won't end well. Finally, after a football match in Indonesia, fans started storming the field out of anger after a loss. This caused a stampede, leaving at least 125 people dead, making this one of the deadliest sports games in history.
2022 just got even crazier, the finale. Firstly, women named Karen around the world are currently legally changing their name due to the recent Karen stereotypes, and believe it or not, but the name is actually on the verge of extinction. The internet truly works in crazy ways. Next, earlier this year, a Japanese man spent $15,000 to become a realistic dog. However, he has now stated this week that he regrets doing this because he fears that once his friends find out, they will not like him anymore. Now on Christmas, a hospital in the UK wanted to send a Merry Christmas text to all of their patients. However, they mistakenly sent they have aggressive lung cancer to 8,000 patients. Thankfully, soon after, they did send a text saying it was a mistake. And finally, a man in California was just arrested after making hundreds of fake parking tickets, which included a QR code that will direct you to a website to pay. This is definitely something you need to watch out for. 2022 2 just got even crazier, part 56. Firstly, NASA's James Webb Telescope has just captured the clearest image of Saturn's moon Titan. And believe it or not, but it looks a lot like Earth. It even has rivers, sand dunes, and oceans just like we do. And in 2034, a drone will be sent to Titan to see if there could possibly be any other life out there. Next, a plane traveling to Ohio was forced to make an emergency landing after a woman was trying to bite passengers and even attempting to open the door mid-flight 30,000 feet in the air because she claimed Jesus told her to do so. Now, a Florida woman is suing Kraft Mac and Cheese for $5 million because it took over 3.5 minutes to microwave, which was the advertised time. That's ridiculous. And finally, scientists just discovered these deep-sea creatures off the coast of Australia. A blind gooey eel, a bony-eared ass fish, and a batfish, which is a deep-sea ray. Pretty cool.
The craziest news of 2023, Part 1. Firstly, a man in Germany fell asleep in his Tesla with his car on autopilot and woke up in the middle of a high-speed police chase. Police had been chasing the car for 15 minutes until the man finally woke up. Next, a new COVID variant, XBB.1.5, is rapidly spreading across the US according to the CDC, and it already makes up 41% of all COVID cases. So I guess COVID's already back for season 3. Also, robbers in Florida called 911 to help them move objects from a house they were burglarizing. When police came, they also asked for a ride to the airport before getting arrested. Finally, this is probably the worst way to go. An American Airlines baggage worker was on shift when he was sucked into a plane's jet engine and killed.